My name is Haruto Kagami, 20 years old. I'm in my second year of college studying economics at a national university. I'm spending my days being busy at my part-time job. From just that, you might think that I have a pretty ordinary life, but there is one thing that's not so ordinary about me.
Yusei-kun, my food tastes better, right? No, mine is sure to be better because I use expensive ingredients. What are you two talking about? Of course, I'm the one that satisfied Yusei's taste buds the most.
Hahaha, can't I just say that they all tasted good?
No way. No, you can't.
It's the fact that my little brother has beautiful girls swooning over him. The girls are so pretty, you don't even see girls of that caliber on TV. So many pretty girls meet and fall for him that you'd think this world was a rom-com starring him. Because of this, since my parents are away from the country for business, there are always girls hanging out in our house. You might think that I'm lucky to be able to see all these pretty girls all the time, but in reality, things aren't that simple. Could you stay in your room for a little while longer?
Why would you come in here now? Unbelievable. You've totally ruined the mood. I don't care if you're his brother. If you ruin my time with Yusei again, I'll crush you.
Like that, even though my home is supposed to be a place for me to relax, I have to always be keeping in mind about these girls that are total strangers to me. On top of that, the fact that I've disrupted their mood a few times, and that I look gloomy from my overgrown hair that hides my face since I don't style it when I work, has made their impression of me way worse. Most of the girls make a disgusted face just from catching a glimpse of me. From this reason, even days that I don't work, I kill time and I don't come home until the girls gave left, around 10 p.m. I use the money I earn working by watching movies or going to the arcade.
Please stop.
What's going on? The time was a little before 10 p.m. I was on my way home from my job at the cafe. I heard a familiar voice. As I looked back to the direction of the voice, I saw one of the girls that come to my house, Nagisa Kurose, with a beautiful black hair, surrounded by two sketchy-looking men. As far as I can see, it's probably a pickup. She is one of the most petite of the girls that come to my house, but she has a very curvy body, much like a swimsuit model that most men cannot resist. Her face, although still has a child-look charm, have features even a national celebrity would be jealous of. An unbelievably beautiful girl, a girl's like that, out alone at night, no wonder she's getting hit on. I guess I can't just ignore them since it's Nagisa. Of the girls that come to my house, Nagisa is the only one that treats me like a normal person. I wouldn't feel bad walking away if it were one of the other girls with nasty personality, but Nagisa is different. Hey, what are you doing hitting on my brother's girl? Get away from her. I rushed towards Nagisa and stopped the man from grabbing her arm. Who do you think you are? They all looked confused at my sudden arrival. I used an opportunity to squeeze myself in between the guys and Nagisa to protect her. I'm someone who may end up being her brother-in-law. Sounds too good to be coincidence. Seeing her reaction, he probably doesn't even know her. He probably popped out trying to look cool for a cute girl. We were not nice guys who would back away just because she's someone else's girl. We'll beat you up and take the girl. I guess they're not backing out. These guys are going to be more trouble than I expected. What should I do? I assumed most guys would give up if they find out the girl has a boyfriend, so I was frustrated this unexpected situation. Isn't there anything I can do to get out of this mess? Luck is not always on my side like my rom-com main character brother, so I didn't miraculously have martial arts experience. So I didn't have a smooth trick up my sleeve to have her from this situation. The only things that come to mind are calling the police, or I just try my best to buy time. The first option wouldn't work because they would stop me before I could call the police. The second option was questionable because I'm not physically fit and I didn't know if I could hold them off long enough for her to run away. But I had no choice. I had to do something. I yelled as loud as I could and pretended to throw a punch at one of the guys. And when I was about to launch my fist, I kicked up at his groin. Oof! A direct hit. The man fell to his knees. Why, you little... Nagisa, run! As I temporarily disabled one of the men, I ordered Nagisa to run away.
No, if it's just one guy, I can handle it. Ha!
Ugh.
Yeah!
Nagisa ignored my orders and darted for the other guy standing. She gracefully threw him over her shoulder and launched him at the other guy on his knees. That knocked out both the guys. Wow.
I learned self-defense from my father, who's a cop, but I wasn't prepared to handle two, so thank you for your help.
I complimented her on her skills that knocked out two grown men, and she gave a shy smile. I'm glad I was of some help to you, Nagisa.
Yes, I'm very grateful, but I'm sorry I didn't recognize you at first. You looked so different when you came in to save me. I might not have had to do anything this dangerous if I had noticed you.
The end result would have been the same, so don't worry about it. The guys from school didn't recognize me at work either.
I feel better having heard you say that. But, why don't you always style your hair like that?
It's too much work. I just have to look more put together when I work at the cafe, so I only do this because I have to.
Such a shame.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'd like to properly thank you for tonight. So, would you like to go out for a meal sometime?
Don't worry about it.
But I do care about it. So please, let's go out when you have a day off.
And I ended up being forced to make plans with Nagisa. A few days later,
here you are.
I was being spoon-fed an ice cream parfait by Nagisa. You should be doing stuff like that to my brother, not me. I didn't expect a girl that likes my brother to do something like that to me. So I panicked and stopped her.
Too late.
But all that ended in vain, as a spoon was forced into my mouth and sweetness from the ice cream and strawberry sauce covered my taste buds. Nagisa, why are you doing this to me of all people?
Isn't it obvious? It's because I like you.
Huh? I froze at the unexpected response. Why? I thought you liked my little brother.
That's true that I did like your brother Yusei-kun. But even though I tried my best to get him to like me, he only gave me uncertain replies and reactions. A month or so ago, I stepped back and re-evaluated the situation I was in, and I realized that I was just being held on as a backup. Once I thought of it like that, my feelings for him diminished. By the time I realized, I didn't like him at all anymore. And that was when you came in and saved me that night. And I fell for you, Haruto-san. Does that make me a skank?
She smiled in a way that was filled with irony. No, it doesn't. The look on her face made her look so hurt. I immediately denied her remark about herself. In a comic or a novel, the female lead falling for another guy is taboo, but this is real life. The love you thought would last forever suddenly coming to an end is a regular occurrence. So her feelings are nothing out of the ordinary. As I told her exactly what was on my mind, she cried and thanked me profusely.
Thank you so much.
After she managed to thank me through her tears, she covered her face with her hands and proceeded to cry for a while longer. From there, Nagisa asked to go out with me almost every week, and after 2 months, I cracked. I come to love Nagisa as well, and I asked her to be my girlfriend on the day of the summer festival, and of course she said yes. In order to be a fitting boyfriend for Nagisa, I cut my rugged hair and I put more effort into my looks. That completely changed how my little brother's girlfriend saw and acted towards me.
Do you want to come hang with us too, Haruto-san?
Today is special, so you can have some too, if you want.
They started to clearly hit on me. I asked Nagisa why they would suddenly act so differently around me.
I think it's because you are way more handsome than you think you are, with your bangs pushed back, Haruto-san.
It's our secret that I blushed when she complimented my looks like that. I did think it was a bit drastic, but I didn't want to have girls following me around when I already have Nagisa as a girlfriend, so I told them off by saying, I find it disgusting that you treat me so differently, just because of the way I look, so back off. I don't know if that was the reason, but from that day on, those girls stopped showing up at our house. They stopped coming because of you. How are you going to pay for this? Yusei came to complain to me, but I told him It was wrong of you to have all of them over all the time in the first place, and it was your fault for ignoring their feelings for you, even though they clearly showed it. After my little lecture, he had nothing to say back to me. I assume he knew he was acting ambiguous to them. I hope this teaches him a lesson to be more faithful to girls.
Haruto-san? Haruto-san, what is going on? You faced off for a second there.
I was just thinking about all the things that had happened since I started dating you. We were on our way home from shopping, and Nagisa was nudging me, looking worried as I had just stopped and stood there. I came to, thanks to that. I pat her head softly to reassure her that I was okay. Nagisa let out a sigh of relief and let me do as I wished for a while.
Oh, my mom and dad aren't coming home today, so...
Maybe she felt satisfied after being petty for a bit. Nagisa propped herself up and asked me to come over to her house as she blushed bright red. Are you sure?
Yes. Ow.
Silly goose. I'll get arrested if I act on a minor. We'll wait until you graduate high school. I flicked my finger on her forehead, so tell her not to say something so stupid. Nagisa puffed up her cheeks to show her dissatisfaction. I want just as much as you do, but I can't afford to be arrested, so please be patient. I'll do anything else for you though.
Really? Then I want to cook with you, Haruto-san.
Having heard me say, I'd do anything else, her face turned from unsatisfied to happy. I can't help but feel that she played me well, but I tell myself it was a necessary measure to keep her. We headed to the supermarket hand in hand.
Thank you for watching till the end. We are looking forward to your comments. I will be encouraged if you put any kind of comment and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye.